So, my skirmisher survived more or less the opening act, so to speak, of Nightmare difficulty. We're about just finishing off what's left of it, more or less. I'm just going to go into the Lumberjack village here. I'll probably do the Assassin Lord's Unknown Tunnels, pick off Trollmeyer and Norgros's Lair for the escorts that, didn't go after. And we'll go from there. Okay, these guys are fleeing down this direction, so I assume our cursed friend is right there. Hiya. So boom, boom. He's done. Very easy. Gave me some boots for my troubles. Boots of tirelessness. That's actually kind of useful for my character because it uses so much stamina, so I might just use that. So we'll get all that out of the way. So if you seen the last bit of my episode, I picked up a movement infusion, upgraded my regeneration infusions. More or less, I got my character prepped and ready to kick ass. Okay, we're going to go to Norgros's Lair, I think, at this point. We're just going to try and do the escorts that may pop up here. I'll note that there's actually a reflection room that popped up in one of the stores in Last Hope. So I actually want to go to it and do it eventually. Okay, now though, let's get our friend the Lore Master here out. Ow. Where is your portal then? To the west! Uh-oh. I don't like you saying there's something to the southwest there. And there is something to the southwest. I'm just going to let that approach that snake. Now let's finish it off. Hey, look at that! There's Norgos. What's up, Norgos? Wasn't that fun and easy to do? And I got myself this done as well. Tries to disarm a target, don't really care about it. Spit poison. Spit poison's not bad. Spit poison can let me do some poison damage initially. But you know what? We're just going to increase our cunning for now, I think. So I can invest more over here as such. Push that there. So let's see, I'm at 38 right now. I need 36, 38, 40, 42, 44. So I have to get this up to 44, and then I can, be content I'm going to be able to get this up to maximum as, as fast as possible and such. Pick this up a little bit. Piercing sight. I need that for seeing stuff. The Withering Orbs, that's a nice thing to find. I may want to replace the Withering Orbs with what I currently got. Just for a little bit of extra damage. And Blind Fight. Blind Fight's good too. But I think this is actually going to give me more damage just by the Skirmisher Slings technique being increased in critical multiplier and such, so we'll actually hold off on doing that, I think. That's just a crappy infusion, I don't care about it. That's not a terrible shield. This actually gives me more fire damage when I hit stuff than my current one, so put that on. Sell that. Kill that rogue. And that's it for Nora's Lair free. So we jump straight to the boss instance, of course, because of clearing the initial free instances from before. That's the reason I also did the same thing in one of the other dungeons I visited, I think. Where the fourth dungeon is, I cleared. Oh, kind of disappointed. I only got one escort to serve here so far. On the bright side, I'm getting lots of experience coming through this dungeon, so that's great. And that's it for Nora's Lair, so that's out of the way. It only cures magical effects, sadly, so that's no good to me. Yes, initially getting through these initial layers here. My casual starting approach, so to speak, of playing this game is, jump for all this stuff. Awesome, okay, I can sacrifice this lone alchemist if I want to, or can protect it. Now, I note that if I ever forget something, what these guys sort of give, and if a very easy way sort of like going through, seeing what these guys sort of offer, would just be to go to the wiki and like look it up. I forget what these guys specifically give, but go to quests, go to escorts. So the alchemist. If you save the alchemist the arcane way, you get a single dexterity point and 2 magic. You can also get stone touch, channel staff, staff mastery, staff combat, or stone alchemy. All interesting stuff, but nothing I'm really interested in. If I go the other way, I have the chance of getting like Mind Star type of masteries, which I don't really care about, but I could get more dexterity. So it's actually more optimal, I think, for me to actually sacrifice you to Zigger. So we'll do that with this alchemist here. I was kind of stupid to try and resting there, but it didn't hurt me too much. Oh shoot. Please tell me you didn't go too far away. Yep, she died, so she's done. That's actually something that you really cancel when you're doing an escort quest. Make it so you can't rest. Or they should just fix up escorts in general. But whatever. That was my mistake for resting twice. I'm gonna lead him because I'm an ass. I feel like pelting him in the face. Hey, Spellhunt Remnants. That's actually kind of interesting to find. The Spellhunt Remnants, if you charge them up with appropriate items, gets really strong. Might be worth using. Gonna keep this. One moment, just gonna close the door to my room. Her portal is right there too, so she's actually really close to this, you know, wiring there, but oh well. It sucks that I forgot that, you know, I can't rest. Or I accidentally did rest, rather. Didn't really forget. Just reacted. Alright, let's go kill Bill, because I don't think he's going to pose much of a threat. Yes, let's go kill Bill. Kill Bill. I wonder if there's a nightmare achievement for killing Bill. Hi, Bill. Ow, Bill. That hurt, Bill. You're dead, Bill. Oops. Would be nice if he was in range, but he wasn't. Wait, did I want to recall out of here? I don't think I did. That's actually a mistake on my part for recalling, but whatever. I'm just trying to, you know, rush through these just to get out of these, but I'm actually hurting myself more by rushing than I am by taking my time. So it looks like Durf is under attack by the storm clouds finally. I'm just going to jump back in here real quick to get other stuff I missed. You can tell I don't care anymore about this instance if I'm just, you know, rapidly hitting shoot. Whee! Shoot, 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 shoot. Nothing's a threat to me. Oops, Skirmisher. That is a threat, but it's not a dead threat. Stone Troll's dead. Do. You healed up. Bastard. Nothing there. Nothing here. Nothing there. I should probably remember to do this before I forget. We'll pump up Piercing Sight a little bit. I'm going to drop my last point here in Noggin Knocker. Guess we'll pump that out, you know, next time. We'll push this up for now. Should probably raise up Sling Supremacy, another one, but whatever, we can do that when I level up next time. Okay, these are actually really interesting gloves right here. Note that these has something called damage shield penetration. If I'm finding stuff that has, you know, damage shields preemptively a whole lot, like bone giants and skeletons, these are actually kind of interesting gloves to make use of to get through it. But I don't really worry about them. I don't think. Oh, actually, I don't have any gloves, so it doesn't really matter. But these would be something interesting to use if I'm going to basically be fighting something that has damage shields popping up. It'll let me basically get through it, so I can basically deal with them a whole lot easier. All right, let's head over to Durf, and I'll rescue them from their elemental threat, nemesis. So we'll have this out of the way. You know, I think it'd be interesting if this guy is in the middle of the town, see what he would do. But I actually don't want him being in the middle of the town because I mean that. Ow! That was really, really, really painful. There's at least 4 of these guys around me at once. Clear. Back up. And this is actually going to really suck, but I'm going to have to basically run down this direction into the water. I'm going to actually have to drown a little bit just so I can heal up here, because those guys hurt so damn much. He's right there now. Whatever, hopefully I can deal with this guy. So he's right now right there. Actually, one guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I actually want to get like that close, but so note that I'm drowning here a little bit. It kind of sucks. Luckily though, I'm not dead. But these guys certainly had a good surround there. So many of them right there. That was painful. Another one right there. There's a scary threat that I just had to deal with. Another ultimate. Stay away from him while he gets closer. And kill him. And that's it. Be at ease, blah blah. That was painful. I should put on lightning resistance gear, but I didn't expect to find all those guys at the entrance there. Alright, they're dealt with. That was painful as hell, but I did survive. Never actually talked to you to send me on my way to Anglin, so blah blah. That's done. I'm going to talk to those guys in the vault, say what's up, what's happening. Can I give me my loot, you guys? Two of these vaults. There's this one down here. There's this one over here. Activate this, activate this. And pop, 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 pop. That wasn't too tough. Luckily we got brown mold for the first guy here. Mummified egg sac, whatever, don't care about that. You're not too dangerous, I don't think, so we can just stun you and kill you. Let's see my goodies and see if I got anything good out of these guys yet. Firing range 7. That is definitely better, so more range. Excellent. These are awesome. They give me more stamina per turn, life regeneration. I think we'll use them. These might actually be potentially useful. I'm not sure I plan to use these eggs, but I mean, I might use them to deal with a guy like this, for example. Maj'Eyal Ruin. Regeneration Ruin. Alright, this one wasn't too bad an instance to be in, so no, we're not going to use the egg sack, it's just going to get sold. Gale, that skills of strength, don't really care, so that's it for the Lorne camp. Sell all this stuff. So I'm just quickly going through what's left. Into the tunnels. The unknown tunnels. We're actually going to leave that chest because there's a good chance I could find something really bad in one of these chests, so I'd rather not get killed accidentally because, you know, I've spawned a unique, which I could very easily do in one of those chests. Story of my salvation. Oh, good God. Yeah. Summoning alarm. Cutpurse appears out of thin air. Bandit Lord appears out of thin air, and all his posse appears out of thin air. That happened. Luckily, this is where I can use this to get out of here. Go this way. We're actually going to try and kill him before he becomes a threat. Kill you. Hurt you. Club, club, club. It's the Trollish poem. Harry door smells like dirt. Cook him along or stomach hurt. Alright, this is a good time to open this. Wasn't too bad, but you know, I want to be very careful not to pop up and find. Okay, I figured it might be a guy right there. I just couldn't see him, so I want to wait a turn. Well, that wasn't too bad. Could have been worse. I've had worse unknown tunnels, but that wasn't too bad. That's not terrible. I'm gonna get rid of this, I think. I should actually put this on here because these guys have a good propensity to be avoiding me, so a blind fighting would be great for them. Other than that, I think we're done. Now, I'm actually going to do something kind of different, I think. I'm actually really considering going after that chest. Alright, this is actually going to be kind of risky, but I'm going to open this up. And there is definitely someone in here who is, you know, going to be an issue. A bandit who just hid himself. And he's right there. So this guy, I don't think he's going to activate these guys as enemies, but okay, good. So I can basically fight this guy and get the loot that he's guarding. So here's a good example where you know, a guy popped out from a chest, a unique, and he is actually He's an arcane blade, and it looks like on top of that he's also got he's got brawler talent. So this guy's a brawler arcane blade. Really interesting. Wasn't too tough, but I mean, you can sometimes find tougher guys in here. Alright, so I just want to get rid of them for a simple, that chest just to get the loot, but one won't being called. Alright, I'm back. Just going to do a quick finish up of this episode. And we picked up this Randart sling here. I was going to quickly put this on because it looks like it could be useful for the ability to sort of regenerate life for over 5 turns. Weapon has also got the chance of doing extra damage, or a disease along with the extra damage. So this is a very interesting sling, but nothing certainly great. I was actually hoping to find a better sling in here with high tier attached to it. Anyhow, so I'm going to be doing something different in the Unknown Tunnels. Usually I go in here and I kill this guy or whatever, but we're actually going to side with him this time around. So we're just going to do this. I'm going to say do this. Money, I'm in. So usually I don't side with the Assassin Lord for most characters, but the reason I side with him this time around is because there is actually good reason to for a Skirmisher. The Skirmisher, one of the projects you get basically as as a reward for siding with him down here, Tricks of the Trade. The Skirmisher can benefit massively, and I mean massively, from Cunning Scoundrel, the ability to get your penalties half for invisibility and stuff like that. This is actually a really awesome technique to sort of go for in the late game. I'm not sure I will go for that, but it's something I'll definitely want to look into because it is actually really powerful to look to do. And those guys are still here. And that's it. Alright, so at this point there's only 1 star dungeon left, but I am going to basically cut this episode a little bit short. We're going to basically head off to the Dwarven Kingdom over here once more. Next time I'm just going to go through the Deep Bellows. It shouldn't be too hard, I don't think, but it is the Dwarven starting dungeon, and it's still a bit tougher than most of the others. Unless I go straight to level 3, which I did. Cool. But whatever. We'll basically deal with this. I'll get back and do some of the early type of dungeons I can possibly look into. And I'll see you guys next time, so take care. Yeah, alright. I decided that after coming back to this episode that, you know what, I just wanted to do all the starter stuff all in this last episode, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm just going to take out the Deep Bellow here, the mouth, which is over here. We'll just pop off the rest of these guys, take our, shots from this guy. Boom, boom. Spawn your slimy critters. And can I not get to? Yes, we can. Boom, boom. Easy as pie. So for those who are viewing this pretty much for the first time, like this dungeon, this is basically how you beat this boss, by the way. The slimy crawler are basically parts of the mouth that are basically coming out of it. They're basically their digestive system. The mouth is basically, the main mass of the creature, so to speak. Whoops. But yeah, it seems invulnerable to, it must be some way to kill it. So, the mouth is invulnerable to damage unless you kill his slimy things. It's basically like the tentacle horde thing that I fought in Lake of Nur during the Let's Learn series. And that's it for the mouth. So, I hit level 15 after going through all of the dungeons, and there's still a little bit left to go through. Kind of interesting, so to speak, that I was able to get this high in power and all that. Interesting. That does battle call now. I'm pretty sure it did something different before. So this is the Deep Bellow. The Deep Bellow has like these Dwarven horrors type of enemies. They're basically corrupted dwarves, is what these dremons and dremlings and all this other crap are. And there's actually a couple bugs, as you can see. Frenzy is something that these guys use, and Frenzy is currently bugged, so sometimes they'll basically kill themselves when they use it. They'll always kill themselves when they use it, basically, but when they use it, they basically die. Not like these guys would put up much of a fight anyways. They're just too low level to really count for anything at this point. Now, main threats are these guys here, the Brecklorns, these giant hairless bats that the face of the dwarf twists into the constant scream. Pulsated sores cover its malformed body, and your heart weakens as it nears. They're basically gloom-infested enemies with ranged attacks that stay away. They're probably the first real nemesis that your character will face. And we got a ghoul over here, apparently. Boom, boom, boom. There's the way out. So that's, you know, the basic sort of idea of this dungeon is basically corrupted dwarves twisted into malice-shaped beings. There's a spinning spider. Looks like there's a necromancer there. I think those are that was a circle of death that I used on me. Seeing shadows usually means that there's a special type of enemy here. There's actually a dwarven enemy in the star zone that actually summons shadows, so to speak. This guy right here, the Grenavin, the large slug-like creature with the face of a man. Shadows seem to be drawn to its massive form, and your light dims as it approaches. So it's basically an umbral horror that has a face of a dwarf. That's a real horror. Oh, there's another one of those guys right there. Let's just kill this guy. Kill him. Oops, you're did you just shoot down my thing or something? You get off. Yeah, I really am not a big fan of confusion. With archers, because it's really hard to get a good rhythm going to sort of, you know, confusion is already a bad thing for messing up the character, but it messes up the character in unpredictable ways, which are not really the way I per se would be a good idea to do so. Messing it up. So, a bunch of other stuff in here, but nothing really of note that I think I'll keep. We'll sell that stuff. That's basically going to be it for this last video of the Star Dungeons and such. We're basically just going to level up. I'm going to drop, you know, I got, you know, level 15, so basically bump, Drop a couple in here. I need to get this up to 44, I think it was. So we're just gonna drop that down. I'll basically level this up as I need to, I guess. But for now, we'll start pumping up our dexterity. All right, so that'll be it for this episode. I'm going to basically what do I plan to do for the rest of this episode? So we can go here, check the ruin shop. There's a ruin shop here. Hey, there's a crystal focus. That's actually a really cool find. I'm actually going to buy that. The crystal focus is actually a very special gem, and it may be of use to me if I find its counterpart later on. I think we're all dressed up. We got items in all our slots. I should probably sell off some of the stuff that I don't plan to use, so let's go to this heavy armor shop because I don't plan to use any stuff at the heavy armor shop. Let's sell off some of this, stuff like this. Oops. We'll sell all this stuff off. And I never took that off, apparently. I was thinking about possibly using this to reduce physical damage, but I'm not sure I really need to do it. So you know what, we're just going to sell it. And I think we're just going to keep the other stuff that I sort of have stored up and ready to use, this stuff over here. I'll probably replace like the strength infusion down there once I get a little bit more cunning, so sort of make this worth it, but for now these will just basically sit up there for use later on. And let's keep the psychic ruin just for an escape if I decide not to use the movement infusion for some reason. You know what, let's just go check these other shops, just because I'm probably not going to come back to this. I might come back for this belt actually right there, but I don't plan to come back to the Dwarven Star City after this point. The Dwarven Star City, it can offer some nice, useful stuff to sort of get your character on their way and all that. But the thing about the dwarves is that you're probably just better off waiting until you get the Last Hope or something like that, and just proceeding from there. There is some nice stuff in here, like this boots right here. That's probably worth using if I decide to spend the gold for it. If I can find something that has water breathing on it, that'd be interesting. But I don't think there's anything in here, so you're more or less just going to mosey on over to I don't know, the Golem Graveyard, the Ruined Dungeon, something like that, just to continue on our character with. Could do the hidden compound down there. There's the Ruined Dungeon. I might do that first. I do like to do the Golem Graveyard first, though. Just because, it's the Golem Graveyard. Golems! Oh, kitty kitty. Enjoy, kitty kitty. There it is. Next time we'll basically pop into here to Golem Graveyard. I'll just quickly backtrack right out because, the Golem Graveyard has a thunderstorm on it and I don't want to be screwing around with a thunderstorm. Yeah, we're going to do like the hidden compound, I guess, first, and then we'll do the Ruined Dungeon after that, I guess. So these will be the dungeons I'll go to. Let's just pop you immediately. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. So take care for now.